beneath the skies, glory carved in every stone, a kingdom's tale forever known. Blades of golden morning light, echoes of valor through the night, kings and queens of olden days, legacy that never fades. Hear the cheers of victory, ancient walls in history, rise and fall, we stand again in the heart of Angkor men. Rivers flow with regal grace, past and future face to face. Songs of lands that time forgot, in our hearts they're never lost. Feats of bravery boldly stand, heroes raise from sacred land. Trumpets sound the final call, in Angkor's glory we win for all. In the wind, the prayers soar, guardian spirits we implore. Ancient echoes through the years, victory sweet through fallen tears. Hear the cheers of victory, ancient walls in history, rise and fall, we stand again in the heart of Angkor men. Rivers flow with regal grace, past and future face to face. Songs of lands that time forgot, in our hearts they're never lost. Rivers flow with regal grace, past and future face to face. Songs of lands that time forgot, in our hearts they're never lost. Feats of bravery boldly stand, heroes raise from sacred land. Trumpets sound the final call, in Angkor's glory we win for all. We win for all.
Mười rồi.
Welcome to 7D YouTube channel. Today we focus on blacksmithing Angkor period. Part 2. The story of blacksmithing during the Angkor period, 9th to 15th century, in Cambodia is rich in historical, technological, and cultural significance. The Angkorian era, under the rule of the Khmer Empire, is known for its grand architectural achievements, such as the construction of the Angkor Wat temple and its sophisticated civilization, which included advances in agriculture, engineering, art, and metallurgy. Blacksmithing during this period was central to the empire's military strength, agricultural development, and cultural practices. Below, I provide a detailed exploration of the role and significance of blacksmithing in the Angkor period. Technological advancements in blacksmithing during the Angkor period. Blacksmithing in Cambodia reached new heights, with technological innovations and more refined techniques. The Khmer Empire, which spanned from the 9th to the 15th centuries, saw blacksmiths mastering the art of iron and steel production, creating high-quality weapons, tools, and ornaments. Iron smelting and forging. Iron smelting techniques in the Angkor period involved extracting iron from local ores, using charcoal as fuel in traditional bloomery furnaces. These furnaces reach high temperatures, allowing blacksmiths to extract iron from ore and then refine it into usable forms. Blacksmiths were adept at forging iron, using hammers, anvils, and tongs to shape the metal into various products, ranging from agricultural tools to intricate ornamental objects. Introduction of steel. During this time, the use of steel, produced through the process of carbizing iron, was also employed for crafting sharper and more durable weapons and tools. Steel was used to create swords, spears, armor, and daggers, making the Khmer military more powerful and effective. Blacksmithing and the military. Blacksmithing in the Angkor period played a crucial role in the military success of the Khmer Empire. The creation of effective weapons and armor was essential for both defense and conquest. Weapons of war, swords, spears, arrowheads, mace heads, and daggers were common weapons forged by blacksmiths. Many of these weapons were crafted with intricate designs, making them both functional and symbolic. The Khmer military relied on blacksmiths to create a wide variety of weaponry that could be used in battle, including catapults made from iron and wood, and chariots. Iron armor was also made for warriors, although it was likely used by the elite soldiers, while common troops might have worn leather or simpler forms of protection. Strategic importance. The high-quality weapons and armor forged by blacksmiths provided the Khmer Empire with a military edge. These items were key to the Khmer army's effectiveness in defending the empire and extending its territories. Blacksmithing in agriculture and construction. Blacksmiths in the Angkor period were not only responsible for military items, but also played a crucial role in agriculture and construction, which were the backbone of the Khmer Empire's economy. Agricultural tools. Blacksmiths crafted plows, hoes, spades, and other agricultural tools that were used to cultivate rice fields, which were central to the Khmer economy. These tools were essential for large-scale rice farming, which sustained the population of Angkor and allowed the empire to grow. Water management tools such as irrigation systems, pumps, and water wheels were often made of metal and helped expand the agricultural capacity of the empire. Construction tools. Blacksmiths created tools like axes, saws, chisels, and hammers used in the construction of the empire's monumental buildings, including temples like Angkor Wat, palaces, and reservoirs. The quality of these tools allowed the Khmers to construct vast and intricate stone structures that still stand today. Blacksmithing and religious symbolism. In the Angkorian period, blacksmiths were also involved in creating religious items, many of which were symbolic and held spiritual importance. Cambodia's royal and religious leaders were heavily influenced by Hinduism and Buddhism, both of which were integral to the Khmer Empire's culture and statecraft. Ceremonial weapons and objects. Weapons such as swords and daggers were often imbued with spiritual significance, representing the divine protection of the rulers or gods. Some weapons were used in religious rituals or presented as offerings to the gods. Bells, statues, and ritual objects were also made of metal. These items were used in temples for religious ceremonies, including offerings to Hindu gods like Vishnu and Shiva, or later to Buddha after the rise of Buddhism in the region. Iconography. Blacksmiths crafted icons and statues of Hindu and Buddhist deities, some of which were made from bronze or gold, though iron was more common for smaller statues and objects. Many of these items were used in temples, palaces, and royal court ceremonies. Economic and social impact. Blacksmiths in the Angkor period were highly skilled artisans, and their work was integral to both the economy and society. Guilds and organization. Blacksmiths in Angkor may have been organized into guilds or workshops, where knowledge and skills were passed down through generations. These guilds could have had a hierarchical structure, with masters overseeing apprentices and journeymen. Some blacksmiths may have worked under the patronage of the king or noble families, creating exclusive items for the royal court or military. Trade and prosperity. Cambodia's trade networks extended throughout Southeast Asia, and blacksmiths likely contributed to the production of items for trade. Weapons, tools, and ornaments produced in Angkor would have been traded with neighboring kingdoms, enhancing the empire's economic prosperity. Decline and legacy. By the late 12th century, the Khmer Empire began to face internal strife and external pressures, leading to the decline of Angkor by the 15th century. However, the legacy of Angkorian blacksmithing remains. Many of the metalworking techniques used in Angkor, particularly the methods of iron smelting and forging, would influence later generations of Cambodian blacksmiths. The artistic quality of Khmer metalwork, particularly in the creation of religious objects and intricate designs, continues to be celebrated in Cambodia's cultural heritage. Conclusion. Blacksmithing in the Angkor period was far more than a craft. It was a cornerstone of the Khmer Empire's military, agricultural, and cultural success. The blacksmiths of Angkor were responsible for creating the weapons that fueled the empire's military conquests, the tools that supported its agricultural and construction industries, and the religious objects that symbolized the divine power of its rulers. The innovations and artistic achievements of Angkorian blacksmiths continue to be recognized as an important part of Cambodia's heritage.